James Navalance here, sports conversation on the Believe Network. Joining us today, Max Abmas, Oral Roberts, leading guard. First off, you're my guy from Phoenix.
Facts.
Max, I appreciate you coming on, man.
For sure, bro. For sure.
So let's get into it here. Just give people just a general background of your high school days, recruiting, and how you ultimately wound up at Oral Roberts.
Yeah, from Dallas, Texas. Played basketball my whole life. Ended up going to high school at Dallas Jesuit. Played there 4 years, and then played AAU, of course. Didn't have too many offers coming out of high school. Probably had like five, and Oral Roberts was one of them. And so I just felt like it was the best fit. Talking with the coaching staff, the kind of vision they saw, and just wanted to come in there and have an impact on the program. Kind of what helped me decide on Oral Roberts.
And how do you feel like you've developed over your 4 years? Starting as a freshman, then you guys have the big NCAA tournament run, those big wins, and the Sweet 16. Like, how do you feel like personally, and then obviously basketball wise, you've really developed over your time at Oral Roberts?
Yeah, I think it's been in the right direction. When I got here my first year, I was a lot off the ball, and then going into my sophomore year, I was more on the ball dominant. So, I mean, just taking the necessary steps to make that transition. Just working on my handle that summer, and then being able to shoot better off the bounce. And so, just continuing to watch film, talk with the coaching staff, and just continuing to see what I could be better at.
Awesome. So just take me through this though. Like, you get to the NCAA tournament, you have a big win, and obviously, like, we're in an era where it's transfer portal, like, hey, like, man, especially like a guy like you, NCAA tournament, big spotlight, like, it's like, all right, it's time to go. And people just leaving left and right. What kind of like made you stay, that loyalty that, what, like, this is where I kind of grown and like I'm just gonna continue it out here at
Yeah,
Oral Roberts.
I think talking with my family and the coaching staff too, trying to make the best decision for me. I think what helps make me stay too was just believing in Coach Mills and like the guys he was bringing in, just feeling like we could win here. And then that relationship that we've built, over the few years that I've been here, and it's only continuing to grow.
And how big do you think that is? Like having that, that guy that, he's the one who sought you out. As you said, you only five scholarship offers,
Mhm.
entering college. Like, not really that many people, believing in you, and then having that guy that believed in you, and
Yeah.
then kind of to see that vision and kind of give it back by staying. Like, talk about a little bit more just that relationship and kind of the importance of that.
Yeah, I think it's very important. The relationship you have with the coaching staff, and to have a coaching staff that believes in you. It goes a long way. It builds your own confidence as well. And I think we've had a great relationship. And like I said, it's just continued to grow over the years. And so he believes in me, and I believe in him, and we're out there trying to get it done.
Take me to this team. So you guys are having a really good season, undefeated in conference play right now. How
Mhm.
do you guys feel like you're developing? Obviously, we're kind of mid-January. I feel like this is where like the season really starts to kick in. Like, you're really deep into conference play, and
Yeah.
then we're all, it's a sprint to March. Kind of
Yeah.
from here, we got 6 weeks here. So just take me through kind of how your team, how you feel like your team has developed. Obviously, what an NCAA tournament team looks like. Kind of take me through that.
Yeah, like you said, we're already in mid-January. The season's going fast, but from the start of the year, just bringing in new guys. We knew it would take some time. Just trying to build chemistry, learn how to play off of one another, and so I think we've made strides in the right direction. That's for sure. Head in the right direction right before conference, and then trying to continue that in conference. And so we're just continuing to learn about each other, continuing to grow that chemistry, and at the end of the day, we want to win a championship and make a run in the NCAA tournament. And so we're watching film, seeing what we can improve on, so that we can put ourselves in that best position.
Absolutely. Take me through now. Let's bounce around the Phoenix.
Yeah.
You were there the previous year. I wasn't there, and then we were there together in Phoenix. That's really about, like, just really like attacking your game, right?
Right.
Like, being at that high standard. Just take me through kind of what you've learned over the last 2 years you spent in Phoenix,
Hmm.
with Phil Beckner, Vaughn Compton, heavily involved this year. Just
Yeah.
take me through that process of like really attacking whatever your weaknesses and
Hmm.
kind of the standard of excellence that was kind of represented in Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah, it was a great experience. I think they just hold you to a higher standard out there. And one of the big things that I really liked was just to focus on the little details. I think a lot of times it's easy to notice kind of the big things, but those little things make a huge difference as well. And so, being out there working with guys, like Vaughn and like Phil Beckner, who have worked with pros that have had success at the level I'm trying to get to, was definitely a good experience. And then not only working with them, but also working out, with the, top college players who are trying to go pro as well. So just it was overall just a good experience. Everybody, everybody working out has the same goal of getting to that next level. And then the guys working us out, they want to give us all the knowledge they can to help us get to that next level.
Without question. Take me through this, like just the kind of the dude you are, like real humble, real good dude. Like, how do
Right.
you think that's translated? And you're awesome, Max. I really think that. And of spending all that time with you. Just take me through like how do you feel like your approach, kind of the dude you are, like
Mhm.
helps you on the court.
I mean, like you said, just remaining humble and not being real arrogant. There's a difference between being arrogant and having confidence in myself. And I feel like I have a lot of confidence in myself, but I'm just gonna go out there and brag about it. I trust the work that I put in, and so I want to be a likable person off the court too. You know what I'm saying? So just holding myself to a higher standard, just having good character, and just being me.
No, I love it, Max. Take me through this, and this is something that I focus on a ton individually with myself, and then
Right.
just, being a coach, being within this industry, you're working with all these other people. And it's really like, all right, like best version of me. Like I always constantly want to push that and like be the best version of myself. So
Mhm.
what's really the best version of you?
The best version of me is just approaching everything that I do the same way, and controlling what I can control. I want to build good habits on the court and off the court. So the same way I would approach the game of basketball, working hard, just putting in a lot of hours so I can get better. I want to do that also outside of basketball. Whether that be in the classroom or with relationships I have with family and friends. And so just want to have that same approach so you build good habits that can carry over to everything that I do.
Take me through this too. Like, we talk about like again, you are so humble, the dude you are, the kind of impact you have, kind of in all areas, as you were just saying.
Mhm.
School, family, your team, just continuing to get better. So, like, even within this season, like,
Mhm.
what is an area, something that it's like, all right, like I got to get better at it today, like
Yeah,
tomorrow,
I think I can always be better of being a leader. I think that's one thing. And then I know before the season, just talking with kind of the coaching staff, one thing I could have been better at going into it was just making more reads off pick and rolls, and making delivering passes better. So I think I've made steps in the right direction in that for just reading those pick and rolls better for sure.
Can you take me through the leadership component? Because I feel like, being from that point guard position, you
Hmm.
have to lead.
Right.
Whether you want to or you're not, like it's your responsibility of
Hmm.
that role. And you are more of a like I feel like a lead by example guy, like maybe not necessarily a rah-rah, but you'll say what you need to say, right? So take me kind of through your leadership style
Yeah.
and then what kind of your own expectations are from that point guard position.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I feel like I'm more a lead by example, but I could take that next step even more. I think I've taken it already a little bit, but I could take it to another level of just being more vocal. Necessarily stepping out of my comfort zone and just leading by example. So just taking that next step, being more vocal, and then just understanding that leadership goes both ways. You want to hold your teammates accountable, but you want them to hold you accountable as well. So just always encouraging them, supporting them, and then just them reciprocating it back to me as well.
Without question, I always say like, to our point guards, to our, our leaders, like you kind of are the standard.
Right.
Coaches for a standpoint, like everyone's a standard within their kind of role, right? And you kind of want to meet that level kind of every day and have that level of consistency. And I believe like you're a guy like I don't feel like you were consistent
Hmm.
every day. Like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't change. It wouldn't vary.
Right.
Just like tips wise, like if you had like a younger player, like, all right, like this is something you can focus on to be more consistent. It doesn't have to even be basketball, like just well rounded as a person.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a mindset, and like I was saying, just building those habits. I've tried to, build those habits since I was young, and just only trying to take those habits to another level and make them even stronger. And so, just building great habits. I think keeping the right people in your circle, so they're always letting you know just different areas that you can be better at, where you can be more consistent at. I think that's big as well.
Awesome, Max. I'm gonna wrap this up. Awesome conversation. You're
For sure.
quick, you're to it, you're
Yes.
efficient. I love it, Max. Sports conversation
Hmm.
with James Navalance, Max A. Smith, or Roberts. I appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you, bro.
Of course.